shoulders. Well, a very good morning to you on day 2 here in Baku. What a beautiful day it is here as well. It's the sun is shining, and we're looking forward to more great judo action. It's been amazing. Yesterday was good. It started off a little bit slow and it warmed up, and the final block was magnificent. Saw some great ippons, which is what our game is all about. After the first day of competition, Japan were leading, Azerbaijan were chasing, and they had a gold medal yesterday to open up the account, so good to see the home country doing so well. Japan have 2 gold medals, as I pointed out. More chances today, of course. 4 weight categories today, and it's the turn of the middleweights. So we'll go through actually just to have a look to see who is in the categories. Under 73 kilograms we'll start with, and then we'll work our way up. We're about to start in about 6 minutes, so it'll be quite brief actually, and excuse the glasses. So in the under 73 kilograms, the ones to look out for, Senda Chur is the lead in the 73 kilograms, and he is the Olympic bronze medalist from Mongolia, but he's got quite a tough little first fight, I think, because he'll fight the winner of Mamedov and Tsukamoto. Tsukamoto we haven't seen before, and Eric Ham is down there as well. Hyderov is his possible semi-finalist, and Hyderov on great form, 3rd place in Paris just a few weeks ago, back to his old weight category. Sturpu down the bottom there, and Orajov, of course, the world and Olympic bronze medalist, is down the bottom as well. Orajov, first tournament back since the Olympic Games. Under 81 kilograms, Borchesvili is the #1 seed, Borchesvili of Austria, and he is on great form, as his world ranking tells you. But he's got a tough fight. He's got Grigori of Georgia first, and then just having a look a little bit further down, Druzeta of France is down there, Albarac down the bottom part, Albarak, of course, of Turkey, he's going to be a real handful. And, well, it's, yeah, under 81 kilograms, as always, is going to be quite a tournament and, of course, highly contested. So under 63 kilograms, yes, Barrios is the #1 seed, and Barrios will have the winner out of Sarantsetsek of Mongolia and Harakawa of Japan. So that's a tough little group there. And then the winner will come out there to fight either Bold or Zachova of Czech Republic. Rentschel down the bottom, Lucy Rentschel on great form, doing very, very well. And Hacker and Schmidt down the bottom part of that under 63 kilos category. Under 70 kilos, we've got Bukret of Germany. Bukret is the top seed there. Sorendolam of Mongolia, and she'll be fighting Holtatov, also of Germany there. So the two Germans could possibly meet there, but Peterson Pollard will have something to say about that of Great Britain, and she's got Silva of Milena Silva of Brazil in her first round match. So tough one for her, but she's on good form, and so possibility there getting through. Sveto and Haslani of Azerbaijan on the bottom part of that. So it's all systems go. Yesterday, like I say, was a really good day competition. It warmed up as we went through, and yeah, we're in a beautiful place to hold a Grand Slam tournament. And well, it's the third one back after the Olympic Games. Of course, we had Paris. Paris, we had, well, about 4,500 people watching, which was quite unique because we haven't had that for 2 years. And of course, here in Baku, we've got nobody again up in the stands, so it makes it a little bit empty in here. But the athletes have put their minds to it. They're ready to go, and yeah, it's all systems go for day two. We're going to well, I'm going to tell you now that on mat #1 we've got we're going to start with the under 81 kilograms category. Mat #2 as well, under 81 kilos, and mat #3 73 kilograms, and we've got Mamadov against Sakamoto of Japan on mat #3, Grigori of Georgia against Jafarov of Azerbaijan on mat #2, and Polodasvili of Georgia against Terzanov of Uzbekistan on mat #1. I'm just looking to see which mat we're going to start with. You don't have to follow me, by the way, and you won't have the sight of me at all. It'll just be my voice, but I'll be going from mat #1 to 3. Depending on the level of the contest, I'll try and catch the ippons if I can. Stay with me if you want, or if you want to, if you have a particular match that you want to see, then you just pop up and see that match. Of course, when it comes to the final block, a little bit later on at 5 o'clock our time here in Baku, you will be able to it'll only be one mat, and so we'll be covering all the medal matches. I'll be covering all the medal matches, and you'll have my voice all the way through. That's a little bit later. It's 1 o'clock UK time, 2 o'clock European time, and it's 5 o'clock here in the evening. So all systems go. We've got 39 seconds to go, and I can tell you now that we're going to go to mat #3. I'm going to start on mat #3, where we've got Rufat Mamadov of Azerbaijan just about to step out against Sakamoto Ryo of Japan, and that's in the under 73 kilos category. Always a lot of nerves when it comes to the first contest out. Everybody lined up, ready to go. The referees step out onto every tatami, and it's all systems go. Preliminary rounds over the next 2.5 hours, and then we go into the final block. Mamadov of Azerbaijan in white here, Sakamoto of Japan in blue. Just a young Japanese team, and a lot of first-timers coming out. I haven't seen them before. Remember, 73 kilos and 66 kilograms. So much depth. They've got so much depth in every weight category, actually, but so much depth. It's incredible. So straight away, we can see it's a left-to-left situation here. Left to left, of course, means that left foot forward, and quite often very tempting just to have a little pop at that front foot. But in this case, got to have two hands on, of course, to do that. Sleeve normally presents itself a lot more easily if it's left to left or right to right. It's when you've got an opposite stance that it's most difficult. Well, we had a Wazari there, just turned away just for a split second. Mr. Wazari, please excuse me. We should be able to see replays. That's my my tech support here to play back again. So Wazari straight away. Here we go. So we're going to have just another look. Look at the one-sided grip there. Beautiful Diashi Barai. Diashi Barai, and as always, the Japanese team so good with the Ashi Waza. Just catches the front foot and bang, on his side there with impetus as well. Tries it again. And I suspect he's going to go opposite side as well to the other flank at some stage here. This is one of the most popular, in vogue situations in the Newaza at the moment, isn't it? Just turn them over, one leg trap just to secure it all, climb up, take that leg out. Halfway through the contest, 4 minutes, of course. And Ashido goes up there to Mamadov. Big advantage, of course, of having Grand Prix or Grand Slams on home soil is that you are able to put your whole squad in. If you've got a squad of 4, then you can put all 4 in to each of the categories. Not every country, of course, has the possibility to put 4 class players in, but it means you can air your junior people as well if you've got good juniors that can cope with the load. Twice now we've seen him in that situation, Sakamoto. "22 years of age, Sakamoto. Been out to a European, went to the Berlin Junior European Cup, got first place there. World Championships, second place in the juniors, 2018. So he's one of the juniors that Keiji Suzuki is airing at the moment. He'll be giving a lot of people chances, of course. He's just taken over as team manager from the great Kosei Inui. So into the last minute, well into the last minute now, and are we going to see a change of direction here from Sakamoto. Well, yet again manages to do the turn. He's going to go again here. He's not comfortable with it, so often you'll see that. They'll do one or two turns there, but he's got the wrong leg trapped, which was purposely, I think, by the Azeri. Big arm over the top there, looking for the Sumigeshi. It's all over though, and that Wazari will be enough to take Sakamoto through against Sendacher. Not the easiest draw for him. And then he's got Eric Ham after that if he gets through his first round match. So let's go back. Let's go up to mat number 2, where we've got Idiev of Tajikistan up against Tomohiro Hikari of Japan. So have a look at what Japan have got to offer in the under 81 kilos category. Halfway through, no score so far.
Birinci Tatamiye dernek oldu. Çeksi 81 kilograma kadar olan Şii maçlar arasında Avcılar'da Taknazar Nazarov, Tajikistan.
Tomohiro of Japan, 22 years of age. Got 5th place in the Osaka Grand Slam 2019. But it's been put out at a couple of the European Cups as well. Always interested when we see new Japanese fighters out, because there's always a star amongst them. This is all brand new for Idiev. Idiev got a big chance now to come out here and do well in a Grand Slam. A lot of these fighters brand new, for stepping up a level or two from World Cup, European Cup, should I say. And that's what we get after the Olympic Games. The Olympic Games retires quite a few of the fighters, and also then it gives a lot of the youngsters a chance to come through. And the ones that have been lying there at number 2 and 3 in their squads. Look at that, big Seoinage, it's all over. Big Ippon, big Seoinage there. And Idiev over the top. Beautiful hip movement, and off the double lapel. And he goes right the way over. Tomohiro of Japan then through to the next round. He's going to be fighting Zaborchuk of Moldavia in the next round. Still haven't seen Borchesvili. He's the number 1 seed. He's in the top half of the draw. And he's got a hard one against Jafarov first of all. But before that, we'll have a little look at Batulga of Mongolia, Mamedov of Azerbaijan. We'll stay on mat number 2. Well, what few people in here, it's mostly helpers and also staff and of course team members that are supporting their fighters here. I have to say that in last November, when we first came into a stadium and had to fight with nobody in it, it was very strange, but kind of got used to it. Batolga here in white. Great opportunity for Mammadov. Wouldn't normally be able to fight at this stage in his career in a tournament like this against some of the world's best. So every match that he gets to win here is an absolute bonus. And I've got to say, that's same with Batolga as well. This is Batolga Marensen. Got a lot of new referees as well. They're taking a step up from the European circuit into these Grand Slams, Grand Prix. And they will be part of the setup now for the next 4 years. Well, 3 years, isn't it now? We always, normally it's 4, of course, preparation for an Olympic Games, but now it's 3 because we lost that very valuable year. Sorisura Kamigoshi, and that went against a straight arm there. And Batolga, if he does that Sorisura Kamigoshi there, because I don't think he was aware how close to attacking against a straight arm he was. So he'll have to be a little bit cautious of that. Otherwise, big possibility he could get penalised. It's throwing with an arm lock on, and if the Sorisura Kamigoshi is not performed properly, especially when they just come directly in. They come directly in as a direct attack because they know they've got to attack. But actually, they don't set the target up. Now, looking for the Uranagi this time. Well, obviously he had his back to us there. The referee was right on it, across the face. There's a little conversation I had this morning. We were talking about the fact that the shimiwaza, you can just dive across the face, hope that they kind of pick up the chin, and there's no penalization for it. It's just a straight mat. It's just mate, but we have to teach the movement of getting underneath the chin. We don't do it anymore, where we get the jacket and we just flick it underneath the chin in order to get the catch. I remember a few years back, it was something that a lot of people did very, very well. And of course, if you went across the face purposely, you got a penalty then. It made them do it. Well, looks like this might be going into golden score here, looking for the Newaza, but doesn't look as if he's going to stand any chance of holding him down.
Tatami giren yere kondu. Çeksi 81 kilograma giren olan kişi judocular arasında. Av judo giren. Ömer Recep.
Well, definitely going to go into golden score.
Judo giren. Zübeyda Yaşlı'yla. Serbia.
Just looking around at the moment, just to see if there's anybody that we need to look at, but I think we'll stay here. Just we'll see this one out here. As I said at the beginning of the program, if you have a desire to change mats, that's fine. You can. You won't have commentary on it, but that'll be fine. And you can be able to go to mat number 1, under 81 kilograms. Mat 2 here is 81 kilograms at the moment. 73 kilograms on mat number 3. Oh, there we go. That was close. I think the elbow was out there. And the elbow was out, which meant no landing. Have a look at the landing here. It's a good situation, actually, and we got good eyes on it just to see where it was. He does the uranagi. So watch the uranagi here. Oh, well, in fact, it's Yoko Guruma, I think. But elbow was out. Yes. Well, I thought that was a score. Did he get it? Yes, he did. He gets a score for it. And the second time looking at it, we see that it did get a landing. So these preliminary rounds here, that we're going through all 3 mats, just getting rid of the first fights and going then through quarterfinal stages. This next match on is Krivach of Ukraine against Niklas Bluch of Germany. Saw a lot of this yesterday on the sleeves, on the end of the sleeves there. What can you do when you get your sleeve pinned? Well, there are a few things that you can do to break the grip off, but also to attack as well. And at least these two are trying to attack off it. Krivach in white here. Koshiguruma there from Blush. We might be changing categories. Next one we definitely will be, because it'll be an under 63 kilos match. And again, like I say, they're all first round matches. So popping from category to category, getting rid of the first round matches. Well, this is absolutely right to right. Tempting just to have a little go at that front leg. Sota Makikomi here, just tried. Bluch just manages to ride it out. Little clash there. Happens because of the strong gripping strategies. Looking for the Uchimata. Definitely the one that's taking the fight to Bluch. Krivach taking the initiative. So gets a second Shido there, Blush, because of holding his own lapel there to prevent his opponent from gripping it. Small infringements. Oh, that was close. Slipped up there. That leg seemed to buckle there. Luckily, no injury there. Thank goodness for that. Grivach, I think, just lost a little bit of balance. .30 seconds left. Oh, nice Ouchi. A nice driving Ouchi there, and Grivach scoops it round. That was really a Jimmy Pedro style of Ouchi, Gary. Just have a watch. He's doing a circular movement. There's the Ouchi there, very, very low. And just saw great Jimmy Pedro doing a really great demonstration of this just online just yesterday. Really scooping that leg and driving the hips forwards. What a great example. So now we change the categories here. We're going to stay on mat number 2 because we'll have a look at the 63 kilos category for ladies. Remember, there's 4 categories today, 73s and 81s for men, 63s and 70s for ladies. So first one up here, Sarensetseg of Mongolia in white and Horikawa Megumi of Japan in blue. That went against the arm again. Watch this. This is leg trapped here. Sarensetseg needs to get out of there. Not the good place to be. So she'll do the turnover and one leg will be trapped. So there's the leg. Now she'll come up, just secure the top half, and she has the hand now, so she'll go again on this. Referee will allow this to carry on. Well, that was close, and Sarensetseg just manages to breathe again. Good change of direction there, Sarensetseg. Mongolians putting out different teams. Some of their youngsters, Sarensetseg, 21 years of age. Got 3rd place in the Cadets in the Asian Championship, so they're putting young ones out that haven't had the international experience, but that goes for a lot of the countries doing exactly the same. Horikawa, a little bit older. She's been out before. 3rd place in Tokyo Grand Slam 2017. 2nd place in Dusseldorf Grand Slam 2018, but we haven't seen her for a little while. 1st Grand Slam for a while, and I think part of the reason is that the Japanese will concentrate on the ones that they think are going to qualify for the Olympic Games just a year prior to, so kind of puts the rest out. Now's their chance. Good showing here. They'll be put out again. Internationally, I mean. Nice, Kouchi. Well, that little Kouchi there scores a Wazari, I think. Does it? Yes, it gets a Wazari. Little skipping Kouchi. We're going to have a look at it again. Yeah, just skips it forwards there. How light are the feet and how absolutely crucial are they to setting up the opponent? And look at that. Gets the side landing, gets the Wazari. Coming up to the last minute. It's right against left. Attacking that front leg all the time here. Harakawa, and almost gets the Uchimata. Now the Osoto, it's all over. Big Ippon, and that was Ashiguruma, wasn't it? And takes her right the way over. I think she got Ippon for the throw. Watch this as they come up. So as they come up here, game on. Just a reaching Osoto, and manages to take a flat onto her back. Harakawa through to the next round. I like it that it's still game on as they come out of the groundwork, because it means that you've got to pay attention. Even when you're standing up, you can't just stay on your hands and knees and wait for the mate. Stop on this mat here now. We've got Terada Utana of Japan in the under 70 kilos category this time, up against Agieva of Azerbaijan. So if you're wondering why it's changing categories all the time on different mats, it's they go through each round in each of the weight categories, then they'll go back up to the start and then work their way through until we get to the quarters and the semi-finals. Well, I always talk about intention with gripping strategies. You can see here that definitely Terada wants to grip up, knows that she can throw from it, looking for the Uchimata here, and of course Agieva not so keen to grip up. She feels the danger. There's the Seoinage, and nice Seoinage in there. Just got to hold her for 10 seconds now. She's got the hold down, and Agieva in trouble. Can she secure it? It's Togata, so just before the 10 seconds, and now she's got to turn it back in. Here she goes, 10 seconds now. So she got out the first one. She got a Wazari for the big Seoinage, but now she's going to get just 10 seconds, and it's Wazari, Awezeti Ippon, and Terada goes through. This is how it started. Action, reaction, pulls downwards first of all, gets that little bit of space, and across she comes there. Big Seoinage, almost Seotoshi, isn't it? Taking her opponent down towards the mat. That's the difference between the Taitoshi and the Seotoshi. Taitoshi springs upwards, Seotoshi goes towards the mat. Nice bit of judo. Gives us chance now on mat number 2, and we're going to stay here to have a look at the number 1 seed in the under 81 kilos category, Borshashvili, Shamil Borshashvili of Austria. He's on great form at the moment, and here he is against Jafarov of Azerbaijan. "23 years of age, Jafarov. Been on the European circuit. Step up. And I don't know if he knows who he's fighting here, but just a quick look at his record here, Boshishvili. You can see what a class act he is. Third at the Olympic Games, second in Tbilisi, the Grand Slam. Enjoying some good form. Often has a bit of a slow start. Now, just manages to turn out of that there, Boshishvili. Just having a little bit of difficulty settling down. Oh, it's all over. Jafarov catches Boshishvili. The #1 seed goes out. Jafarov there with that Osoto. We saw this yesterday. Forwards, first of all, gets the reaction there, and the reaction was what put Boshishvili absolutely flat on his back. Great change of direction there, and we saw that yesterday. In the final of the under 66 kilos category, exactly the same there, and woof. A bit fortunate there that the foot didn't get caught too badly. Wow, what a surprise. #1 seed in the under 81 kilos then goes out. We'll stay on here. Zabruzchuk and Moldavia here up against Tomikio of Japan. Zabruzchuk in white here, and Tomikio, of Japan in blue. Looking for the shimiwaza this time, Tomikio. Nice ashiwaza. Nice to see the ashiwaza going in. Zabruzchuk of Moldavia enjoying his taste of a Grand Slam. Sonisuna Kumigoshi! Oh, now then, gets a Wazari there because of the landing. He was just a little bit too sure there that was worth an ippon, wasn't he? Watch this Sodi here. Look, watch him change. Just suddenly pops it across. Over he goes. Wazari landed more on his side than he did on his back here, and Tomikio, well, it looked like Kata. Looked like Kata to me. Just goes to show that just sometimes you have to Even if they're going right the way over the top there, you've got to control it with the hands right the way through. You've got to accommodate for the ukemi. I think that that's a given. He kind of abandoned it on the way over. Oh, it's Osoto. That was close. Sianagi on the other side. Some good judo here from Tomikyo. Left and right, judo. He's winner of the European Cup in Odivalis. There's the Osoto again onto that front leg. It's a nice Osoto. There's the Sodi on the other side. All over him, absolutely, but just can't quite finish it off. This then to go through to fight Jafarov there. Biggest surprise so far. Winner over Borchesvili. Second favourite in the under 81 kilos, Albarak. He's on mat number 1 at the moment. As soon as this finishes, I think we'll just whisk up to mat number 1, have a look at him. So let's just go, so we see the result here, and comfortable win there for Tomikyo of Japan. And we'll go to mat number 1, where we've got Vedet Albarak of Turkey up against Tursunov of Uzbekistan. Big thrower, Albarak. Was Ari up in this contest? Is he going to finish it off? He wants to, you can see it straight away. Both reluctant to take a grip here. They've got a grip up. Referee quite rightly there saying, let's have more action. Somebody's going to go here. Now then, oh, and it's Albarak goes over, Kosoto. Tursunov there was playing with that little Kosoto. Albarak was thinking of the counter, but came unstuck. Wazari each and Ashido each on the board. So now we have a different match. Well, it was going to go one way or the other. He was looking for the counter there for the other Wazari. Perfect position there, certainly, for Tursunov. Now, hips across. Uchimata, Ojigari, Mate called. anybody's match this, very even, and both looking for that second score. Doesn't like it down there, does he, Albarak? So golden score. Albarak, oh, now then, does he get it? Not quite sure about that landing. Now, Mate was called here, and they'll have a look at the landing. I think it went elbow, well, double elbow down, watch. So I think 2 elbows touching. Ippon given. Well, was Etiepon, and yeah, bit lackluster there. Albarak will be glad that's over. Stay on this mat for Hajev of Azerbaijan up against Komochi of Japan. Hajev, 3rd place in the Junior World Championships. So again, a bit of a step up into the senior ranks. Mate clearly across the face there, clearly. Two Japanese in the under 81 kilos category. Tomokiyo and also Komochi. No international previous history here, Komochi. So this is a massive chance for him to show what he can do. That big right arm over the back there, so dangerous, not what he wants there. And that's Sumigaeshi gets the ippon for it. Is it Wazari though? Yes, no, he gives the Wazari. Komochi just stayed there just that little bit too long there. That's not where he wanted to be, really wasn't. Sumigaeshi. More hip than leg, actually. This, of course, will take them through to the quarterfinals. Got to get to the quarterfinals to stand any chance of a medal. He's looking for the Uchimata there, Kimochi. A lot of posturing, but no actual attacks through. Well, again, a clash with the Kata. Sometimes it can't be helped. A finger either goes up your nose or into your eye. Just one of those, I'm afraid. So that isn't strong enough there, that Uchimata. Looks like it's a nice movement, but just not powerful enough. So a Shido, second Shido there for Kimochi. And he's in all sorts of problems here, coming into that last minute of competition. Credit to Hajev, though, playing a good match. Dominating. But doesn't want to go into defensive mode. That's it, good attack. This right against left here at the moment suiting Hajev. So the last few seconds then going to go, and look at this, Hajev just trying to look busy. We'll definitely go into defensive mode now. Uchimata, that wasn't far off either. Uchimata again. Well on top here, and what few supporters he has got here. All standing on their feet for him here. Hajev just about to win, and so he beats Kimochi. And he will go through to the quarterfinal stages. Back to the drawing board for Kimochi, back in Japan. Here's the change of direction that did it, Sumagaish. And takes him onto his side for a good score. Let's go to mat number 1, and we will have a look at Senda Chur, the Olympic bronze medalist here, up against Sakamoto Ryo of Japan, which is just about to start here, but the favourite, obviously, for this tournament here, Senda Chur. Just 30 seconds into the contest. Certainly on the form of his life at the moment, Sendichur. Some good pictures of him when he got back into Mongolia after the Olympic Games. Got a standing ovation and, well, he was welcomed by everybody, and what a great result it was for him. President of Mongolia was watching every match. Well, this is awkward. It's left, extreme left to left here. Looking for the Sianagi there. Sakamoto having his sleeve dominated at the moment. Got his elbow up in the air, but definitely Sendichur is doing some... I thought Sendichur was all right there, personally, but at least he's trying to attack. Sakamoto looking for the turnover. Now then, that was close. That was almost counter to a counter there. Sendichur almost put him onto his side. Sakamoto just managing to put his hand down. Sakamoto being dominated here by Sendichur. One more penalty on there to either one of these, it's going to be all over. Last chance. Ouchigari here, Sendichur. This is where it's going to happen. Another technique by Sendichur, and he'll get his opponent disqualified. Now it's going to happen. Third Shido is going to go to Sakamoto. He knew it was going to come. His head was down, and Sendichur goes through to the quarterfinals. Well, we have a quarterfinal match on mat number 2. So let's go and have a look at Enricolas Barrios of Venezuela up against Harikawa Megumi of Japan. This is a quarterfinal match in the under 63 kilos category. Well, clearly, she's trying her best to grip up here, Horikawa. You can see here that Barrios just snapping the grips off. As soon as she feels the danger of the throw, she thinks, no, I'm not having any of that. Get rid of that. Nice little sticky foot Ashiwaza there. Jason Morris will be proud of that one. Well known for his sticky foot Ashiwaza. Well, I've got to say that Barrios, I haven't seen Barrios do anything that is proactive. That's the first thing we've seen there. Well, just a little bit lackluster, isn't it? Well, again, looking, no penalties on the board yet, which kind of surprises me. Harikawa is the one that's looking for the advantage to throw. She's looking for it, searching it out. Now then, Osoto. Osoto for Wazari, and it was always on the card. She kind of gave it the thumbs up a couple of times before that. Showed that it was possible. Just 22 seconds left on the clock now. Look how she pushes the arm across. Then a big change of direction there for the Osoto. Osoto off the sleeves as well. So now seconds ticking away into the last 10 seconds now of this contest. Harikawa into the, well, just looking, is that into the quarters or is it into the semis? So that takes her into the semi-finals then. Harikawa, first of our semi-finalists. Sleeve pushed across. Pushes it across and then action reaction straight onto the front leg. Well, it's another quarter-final here. Bold Kangesh of Mongolia up against Renata Zachova of the Czech Republic. Quarter-final of the under 63 kilos category. 26-year-old Bold, and a regular medal winner in the Grand Slams. Third place in Dusseldorf 2020. Just missed out for a medal in Tashkent Grand Slam. Lost for third place. Under 81 kilograms, Girltaya of Mongolia is, well, just that contest over. Lucy Renshaw of Great Britain, under 63 kilograms, is up against Gabriela Morales on mat number 1. And that's a quarter-final match. Hyderov against Adam of Germany on mat number 3. That's a men's under 73 kilos category match. Well, Hyderov just won against Michael Adam of Germany, and that will put him through to the quarterfinal stages, 73 kilograms. Well, Zakova there with that attack, just taking them outside the area. Well, certainly none of these fighters looked as if they're going to throw for Ippon. That was about the closest there. Tries to counter a backwards there. And Zakova taking the fight, but they keep drifting off the edge here. Mate all the time. Now then, what's going to happen? That's going to be a score. Gets the Ippon there. Bold gets the Ippon. And that will take her through then to the semi-final. Nice Uchimata, hopping Uchimata. Started in. So it was all continuous. Gets the Ippon. Well, let's go back up to the Renshaw, mat number 1 for the Lucy Renshaw fight here that's happening. Gabriela Moraes of Brazil is her opponent. Wazari up, Renshaw of Great Britain. We just saw that the Bold Uchimata has been changed to a Wazari, but we'll stay on this one here with Renshaw. Renshaw has almost held down a couple of times and now looking for the transition into Newaza. She's onto the arm there, looking for the Jujigatami. Always transitioning and looking good on the ground. Needs to take that arm back up towards the head. Not giving it up. Now looking for the shimiwaza. Hips forwards. Can she get the leverage? Changes direction. Nice bit of groundwork here by Lucy Renshaw. Needs to go into the elbow. Now turns it into the outside komi. Nice bit of newaza that by Lucy Renshaw. It really was. Just needs to hold for 10 seconds. It's nearly there. And now it's all over. Well, that was good progressive newaza. Knew exactly what she wanted there, and Morales of Brazil couldn't stop it. So I'm just looking at mat number 3. Let's go to mat number 3. Medbekov of Russia is up against Meladze of Georgia. And they are halfway through the contest with the Wazari up for the Russian Medbekov. And Medbekov looking as if he's going to score the other Wazari. That might be it. That might be all over. Wazeti upon. Gets the side landing. So we came in just at the right time there. Just changing the flank over to the other flank. And top half you've got to look at, not the bottom half. So Medbekov goes through to the quarterfinal stages. Bolt wins on mat number 2 against Yakova. And it's all happening at the moment now. All good stuff. We've got a quarterfinal again on mat 2. So we'll go up to the quarterfinal where we've got Prix of Germany up against Terada of Japan. This is a quarterfinal match in the under 70 kilos category. Very rangy fighter, but Crete almost come unstuck there. Big right arm going over the back and looking to hook in, ready for the Uchimata, but almost countered. Well, she's waiting for it there. Definitely Terada. It's left against right. Terada waiting for that arm to come across and then popping the hips across. So she likes it but Crete is coming high over. And at the moment she's all over her. But Crete doesn't quite know how to change it up. She's taller, you can see that, rangier. She's had good form of recent, but Crete. She's 27 years of age, but really having excellent form. 5th place in the World Championships and 2nd place in Tel Aviv at the Grand Slam. Just missed out for a medal at the European Championships, so she's been up there round about every single time. Finding it difficult here against slightly smaller Terada of Japan. Terada taking advantage of that big big right arm coming over the top. Well, now she's starting to impose herself a little bit here, the German. And I think now that Terada has to change it up a little bit. Something bloody, I think, and has to go off the mat to have it attended to. So she can only, she'll have the same cut or abrasion, only attended to twice, only allowed twice on the same cut, but you can have a different cut twice. Rustam Orozhov is not far off, coming on mat number 3. We might zap down, have a look at him, because the world and Olympic silver medalist will be out there to show that he is the number 1 at 73 kilograms. But he's got opposition there from his own countryman. Hyderov, of course, dropping back down from under 81 kilograms. So let's go over to mat number 3 and have a look at Rustam Orozhov in the under 73 kilos second round match. Butchgreet against Terada. I'll keep you informed as to what happens there. She's still not back on the mat yet, Butchgreet. Orozhov in white here, and he's up against Ayoshi Ken of Japan. So tough old start for him. Look at that. Soto so close. That was immediately in there. And, well, if you attack that front leg, you've got to fold that body in the direction that you want it to go. Because if you don't, then they can turn on it, and normally ends with a massive uchimata, especially in that situation here, against a lefty especially. And Tomonagi, nice little Tomonagi, scores a Wazari there, Ayoshi. Well, you can see why that was a little bit sore there for that Yoko Tomonagi. Foot landing a little bit precariously there. Ayoshi, though, goes a Wazari up. So now Orozhov has it all to do. Great stuff here from Ayoshi. Don't forget that he's fighting a real class act here in Orozhov. Not so sure that wasn't. Well, they'll have a little look at that on the video referee. They'll have a look again on the monitor just to see if that was an ippon. So no ippon. There's a shido given there to Ayoshi, but they are having a look just to see if it warranted the ippon. So have a look at Orozhov. No, I thought it went off the ground. Personally, I thought it went off the ground. I think that they'll have a look at it, the video. Are they being given a Wazari? No, well, that's strange. I thought ippon or nothing. Well, he gets a Wazari. Orozhov gets a Wazari for that. So, yep, it's all evens now. Interesting match, this one. Round 2 of the under 73 kilos category. Of course, Orozhov, renowned, is well known for his matches against the great Ono. Ono has beaten him every single time by Ippon. He just hasn't got the answer to the great Ono. Well, they've taken the Wazari. Have they taken it off? I don't know what. No, I think it was a Shido there they took off. Now something's going to happen here, because this is where Orozhov is at his best. Change of direction. Panic stations there, wasn't it, by Oyoshi? Grabbed the leg there to avoid the throw. So gets the penalty, gets the Shido up there. Felt the danger there, didn't he, Oyoshi? He's going to go again here, Orozhov. He won't let that rest now. 2 minutes to go. Nice! Oh! Wow, gets the Wazari and Wazetti upon. Oyoshi very happy with that one. Orozhov's not sure. He thinks he landed on his side, well, his elbow, but then it went directly onto the side as well. There's the Uchimata, then Kosoto. Well, I think with Orozhov, I think that was very close to the mark. He accepts it. Orozhov goes out. Well, all systems go in the under 73 kilos category then. Kazalev of Russia stepping out here against Falchão of Brazil. Kazalev in white. This to get through to the quarterfinals. Well, you don't see that very often in this under 73 kilos category, that Orozhov doesn't get a medal or is fighting for a medal. It doesn't happen, but early bath for him. Oh, look at that! Yoko Otoshi Wazari. Overthrow. Beautiful change of direction there by Kazalev. Little bit of a Kouchi, but not really. Then the Yoko Otoshi there. Throws for the Wazari there. Falchão had no answer to it. That was nice though, like that. It didn't look as if that was going anywhere. But drops in for the Sumigaeshi. Thought he was going to go for the Kata Sangaku then. Some interesting discussions with the referees at the referee seminar. Oh, look at that. Beautiful Seoinage. Wow. Really explosive. Right the way underneath there, Kazalev. Off both sleeves. Now, is it going to be Honsokamaki? It might be for the avoidance there. Used the head for avoidance. Look how he looks there. It's definitely going to be Honsokamaki, that, because this is another discussion point at the referees' meeting. They'll give Honsokamaki for that, I think, because he looked down at the mat. I mean, sometimes, well, he gets away with it. And I think that what happens is sometimes the throw and the speed of the throw determines whether it's going to be a score or whether it's an avoidance, or whether they do a purpose avoidance by placing the head down. Sometimes it's so fast, and I think that that's what they looked at there. Looked at it, said, well, it was so fast by Kazaleev that he couldn't avoid it. He's onto the arm, and he gets the submission there, Kazaleev. Kazaleev, wow. Man of the category at the moment. Look at that, just straight onto that arm. That arm was absolutely straight. Well, there's a revelation. 24 years of age, Kazaleev. Got second place at Kazan Grand Slam 2021. And here he is on his way. He is in the quarterfinals here. Sendacher, second time that we'll have seen him out here of Mongolia up against Tudbayev of Kyrgyzstan. Some unusual styles coming from Tajikistan. We see yokogakis and all sorts of blocking techniques. Different kind of kazushi as well with the hands. Look at that. Sasai, or was it Hiza? Different Ashiwaza, really. But got his work cut out here against the Olympic bronze medalist, of course. Sodi Surakamigoshi this time. Good performance here, because Sendacher is going to have to start Shido up there to him. First quarter-final here in the 73 kilos category. Well, Wazari for that there. Sendacher just fell on top of him and got the Wazari for it. Just needs to hold for, well, another few seconds here, and he's got the Wazeti upon there. Tudbayev was doing so well with that whole thing. Good judo. And just folded there. Sendacher goes through. So literally just took him backwards, failed Seanagi there, and it was all over, all within about 25 seconds. So now big chances for Hyderov, because he's just seen Orezhov go out. And now he has the chance of going through into the semi-final. He's come back down into the under 73 kilos category. He says, no way am I ever stepping up again. I'm in the category for the next 3 years. So he's going to take it to Orezhov. Here he is up against Medbekov of Russia. Russians putting 2 in almost every tournament at the moment in most of the categories. And I suspect that they'll see who comes out and then they'll spend a bit more money on the ones that come out the winners. Now, Hyderov taking him to floor. Is he latched on? Not quite. Didn't quite have that. A little bit late there for that shimiwaza. Well, he's chasing the newaza here, Hyderov, and he gets it. Yoko Shiogatami. And he was chasing the newaza all the time, I've got to say. Just manages to get out of it there. Medbekov there. A little bit of panic stations. Second Shido there to the Russian. Halfway through the contest, Hyderov doing everything right, just piling on the pressure. Oh, that was a bit of a panic attack there, I think. Did get a bit of movement, so no penalty will be given. Now the Russian trying for the shimiwaza, and here he goes again, Hyderov. Medbekov, first place in the Kazan Grand Slam earlier in the year. Second place in the under-23 European Championships. So starting to make his mark now on the seniors. Seanagi here, Hyderov. And he goes again. Now, is he going to go past the leg? Going left and right, Hyderov. Medbekov can't afford another mistake. Is he latched onto the arm? He's going to go onto the arm here. Hyderov is going to stand up, but he'll have to stand up with the arm, without the arm straightening. Takes a lot of effort that when you do an attack with Juji, you've got to know that you're going to get it, but it does take a lot out of you. Long walk back there from Medbekov. And now the long walk round. So he's fighting for every breath here. So somebody's going to go here in a minute. Now Medbekov taking chances, and it's nice to see them take chances to make it an open match. And now Hyderov is going to have to attack. So it goes into golden score, but Hyderov is a couple of attacks behind here. They're definitely struggling, the pair of them. Oh, he's got to get rotation on that Sianagi Hyderov. Some interesting matches coming off now. Jafarov is against Tomiyoko of Japan on mat number 2 in the under 81 kilos quarterfinal. This could go either way, couldn't it, this one? 2 Shidos up there to Medbekov. Oh, and he does the Yoko Otoshi again. Uchimata, Medbekov. It's going to be a Shido now, I think, for Hyderov. So Hyderov gets a Shido, and the pressure now, Medbekov piling it on. Chasing him now across the mat. And that was, I think, a second Shido, but he could end up in a hold down here. Medbekov, can he get the leg out? It's not going to be far off here because the knee's down. If he uses the other one now. Well, neither of these are going to be in very good condition for the semi-final because this is taking a lot out of them. Hyderov first up. Medbekov. He's the one that's climbing on top of this match. Well, they're both doing... Oh, now then. Oh, he stood up and then did a second attack there. Hyderov made a mistake. Oh, that was a massive mistake by Hyderov. First one. Well, he goes in for the first one, Sumigaeshi, and then has a second little go with the hip throw. It's all happening. Sumigaeshi, I haven't seen this combination, I don't think. And then comes straight up there for Koshiguruma. What a lovely combination that was. Madbekov then goes through, and that was superb. And he even came across, didn't he, there for the Tayatoshi situation there. But super stuff there. Madbekov goes through. And Jafarov has just won on mat number 2. It's all happening. Very exciting stuff happening in the quarterfinals. Let's go to mat number 2, if we can. Mat number 2, we've got Gatonawaga of Moldavia up against Druzeta in the under 81 kilos. And this is a quarterfinal match, Druzeta of Croatia. Kosoto latching on to that. Kosoto there. Gatonawaga very close there. Good chance here. Utsurigosh. And Owazari scored. Nice changing hip there from Druzeta. Can he get the leg out now to finish it off? Look at the changing hip. Looked as if it was going to go for the Uranagi and just changes the hip there beautifully. Druzeta then, Croatia, goes ahead. Thundering right arm coming over there. Gatonawaga has to go forwards here. Wazari down halfway through the contest. Still plenty of time.
On Tatami 3, we have now quarterfinal for men under 73 kilos. In white judogi from Japan, Moyoshi Ken. In blue judogi from Russia, Ayub Azaliyev.
Big defense here by Druzeta. Looking to get those hips across again. Looking to finish it off there, Druzeta. Now, can he hold it down? Just needs to hold it for 10 seconds, Druzeta. Well, valuable seconds ticking away there. don't think that's quite what I would have done if I'd got an Owaga. He's looking for that Kosoto, isn't he? Got an Owaga. He knows he's got to come forwards, and definitely is on the retreat here, Druzeta. Well, I'm not so sure about that. I'd like to see that Wazari again. The feet go on the inside to scoop his opponent's feet out. Seen that a couple of times. I don't think that was a Wazari personally. I think it went down to ground, and I think we talked about this a couple of times. And I think that the initial first landing wasn't. Yeah, the initial first landing wasn't a score. So then that meant that the second movement was a newaza situation. Not only that, it was two different movements anyway, so didn't warrant the score. Anyway, good match. 12 seconds left. So Druzeta wins on a Wazari, and I'm going to ask if we can just go over to mat number 3, where Oyoshi Ken is up against Kazalev of Russia. Let's just go over there if we can. Mat number 3, if we could. So I know I'm bombing around a little bit, but makes such a difference. Well, that's the reason I wanted to do it, just have a little look at that. So look at this Utsuri Gosh again. Is it Utsuri? Didn't change the hip, didn't need to. Just pushes him, pulls him right onto the hip there, Ayoshi. And the Russian couldn't do anything about it. So just jacks him up. Look at that, beautiful Ogoshi. Just Hanegoshi's it just to finish it off. Beautiful stuff. He'll go through to the semi-final. Just looking now, we've got a semi-final happening on mat number 1. So if we could go up to mat number 1, Lucy Renshaw of Great Britain up against Katarina Haka of Australia. Lucy Renshaw of Great Britain is in white. Haka of Australia is in blue here. So Renshaw really fighting well. Her transition superb. But Haka showing that she really is consistent on the world circuit. Always up there roundabouts. Two penalties apiece then up to Renshaw and Haka. One more mistake by either fighter will cost them the final. Really, she needs to keep her head up here, Haka. Into golden score, and like I say, it's the first one to make a mistake here. We'll get the third penalty. Not the way to go, not in a semi-final. Well, he's got caught on the edge there, Haka. Needs to stay in. Renshaw needs to get the hips across. That wasn't far off. Now... it's Haka that's got to attack. Well, that was just a drop. Was that just a drop? That might be the third Shido here. Does she get away with it? She gets away with it. The intention was to throw. That's it, really. It's all about the intention. Renshaw has got to come back out. She can't stay in there with a hooked leg. She's looking for the penalty as well, Renshaw. She needs to just concentrate on the fight. Don't look for the penalty. Tends to drive the referees the opposite direction. Australian coach told to leave. Too much interjection. And, well, referee wants to have a look at it and just to see whether to give the third Shido or not. And I... well, probably think that better to just let it carry on. It's a semi-final. They're both trying, and that's the key point here, is that the intention to throw, or the intention to try and throw at least. Oh, it was for the duck, and so Renshaw of Great Britain goes through to the final. It was a third Shido then for Haka. I missed the duck. Second finalist for Great Britain. So we're going to look at this repechage match here. Peterson-Pollard of Great Britain just about to step out. This is the final repechage match of the under 70 kilos category, and Hassanli of Azerbaijan is her opponent. Possible other medal here for Peterson-Pollard. And Great Britain, of course, and Hassanli will have something to say about it. Nice Taitoshi, beautiful Taitoshi that. Good hands as well.
On tatami 2, Barrios from Venezuela qualified for the bronze medal contest. On tatami 2, we have now semi-final for women under 63 kilos in white judogi from Japan, Morikawa Megumi, in blue judogi from Mongolia, Paul Gunpage.
Well, we have a semi-final just happening on mat number 2, so we're going to have to go over to mat number 2 and I'll keep you informed about Peterson Pollard and Hassan Lee and how they're doing. So we've got Harakawa Megumi here, Japan, in the under 63 kilos semi-final up against Bold Kankage of Mongolia. Harikawa in white here. Uchimata, whoa, that was very close, wasn't it? That hopping Uchimata there. Looking for the shimiwaza here, digging those hands in. Uchimata, and she tries to hop the support leg central, and then tries, well, Haragoshi type of technique as a third part of it. Looking for the Ashiwaza as well, Harakawa. Well, Bold has to do something to initiate because Harakawa is the one that's putting the attacks in, always looking for the Ashiwaza. Left against right, and it's always awkward. That hip and that leg poses a problem, and also just hitting the target at the right time. Shido a piece. Dominating the sleeve here, Arakawa. Might be a second Shido there for Bold, just for dropping down to avoid the technique. She gets the second Shido. Well, again, it's about sleeve domination, and they're dominating the sleeves there, but who's going to be positive from it? Watch Harakawa. She'll try come up, and she'll try to do the... She can't move the sleeves at the moment, and Bold is just pinning them. Now she can. And that was a good technique there from Bold. Just 30 seconds left here. 2 penalties up for Bold. Well, they're having a little look here to see if Bold deserves a third penalty here, because it would mean obvious disqualification, and so they have to all agree on the top table. In fact, it was to see if she scored a wasari, which she did. And now, with 20 seconds left here, Harakawa realizes that she's got to really go for it. We'll have a look at the score, or what's scored at the end of this, at the end of time. Just 12 seconds to wait for it. Can she hold off here, Bold? This is to put her through to the final. Has to keep good posture. Japanese here fighting really, really hard. It's not enough. Bold has done it. Let's just have a little look at the throw that they looked at there. So what technique was it then that Bold got? Must have just looked the other way. Anyway, she's through to the final, and she'll have to fight for third place there. Japanese. Oh, here we go. It's the Uchimata. Well, we're blindside here, that's for sure, and can't see the landing point. Love to see a more precise landing point for that beginning of the Wazari, that's for sure. And that there, look at that, but Prix straight away there, Kouchigari, and gets the Ippon. Buck Creek beating Senderlam of Mongolia. Made that look easy, didn't she? Change of direction, flat onto her back there, but Creek wins that final repechage match, and she will be fighting for third. As soon as she had the arm over here, you can see then she just blocks on with the Kouchi and drives backwards. We'll stay on here for the semi-final, and we've got the semi-final here, Terada Utana. This is the under 70 kilos category. So another Japanese semi-finalist here, Terada against Holtanov of Germany. And Holtanov is in blue. Osoto, and now Seoinage, two big attacks there. Holtanov just manages to climb off them. Terada going for Ippon. Catches the sleeve, dominates the sleeve, and now Osoto again. Oh, now she gets it. Wazari scored. Now straight in. Needs to hold for 10 seconds and it's all over. She's pulling hard on that sleeve grip there. She's got the hold down and it's all over. Wazari Owazeti Ippon. Terada Utana goes through. Another Japanese finalist. Let's have a look how she did it in the end. Kouchi this time, change of direction, change of technique as well, and she was really on that sleeve, well controlled on the sleeve. Pulled for the forward technique, gets the reaction, follows it down for the hold. Well, let's go to mat number 3 here, where we've got a semi-final happening in the under 73 kilos category. Senda Chur of Mongolia, the number 1 seed here, up against Medbekov of Russia. Medbekov in blue here. Nice Uchimata. Well, he's looking for Ippon all the time, isn't he, Medvedbekov? I think he keeps forgetting who he's fighting and just comes out all guns blazing. Against the Olympic bronze medalist here. It's going to be a Wazari. Big Surigoshi off the belt, and have a look at the landing. Is it a Wazari? Can't quite see it. We're at the wrong angle to see it. The referee was right there. Now we can see it here. Different angle. No, still can't see it. Didn't go up on the board there. The referee was right there. Medvedbekov gets a Shido apiece. And Sender Chur knows he's in a fight here. Doesn't like that arm over, does he, Sender Chur? Well, he swept the hand then, Medvedbekov. Not so sure he can do that, actually. Watch how he goes for the hand. That's interesting. I haven't seen that before, actually. Swept the shoulder. Nice seeing Aggie there this time. Sender Chur. Nice change of direction. Does he get the landing again? Sodigurumi Jimmy's on. He's got the Sodigurumi Jimmy here. Sender Chur is in trouble here. If he goes over, oof, just manages to climb off that one. Medvedbekov really taking the fight to the Mongolian. That was so close. That change of direction, Sumigaeshi there. Didn't quite get the landing, did he? It was the bottom half that hit. Grip the belt. Really deep. Well, there's a Wazari gone on the board there, so we obviously got the Wazari for that. And now Medvedbekov is clearly ahead, but he's been so close a couple of times to scoring. Sender Chur doesn't know what to do with him. He's so awkward. 1 minute to go, and I suspect that Sender Chur will be coming out all guns blazing here. Took the long route back there, Medvedbekov. We've seen this before. All of a sudden, he just springs into action. He's got to stay away from that edge. Can't afford another Shido. Still a minute. He's looking for the Sumigaeshi again. He goes very deep, doesn't he? Just what a combination that is. Big Surigoshi off the belt. Then he goes in really deep. Sumigaeshi just decided not to do it there and carried on forwards. 41 seconds. Well, he can have a bit of a rest after this. But got to get through it first. Surigoshi, yes, it's all over. Medvedbekov absolutely on great form. And he made that look easy, didn't he, against Sender Chur. He was struggling, but we saw him in the previous matches struggling as well. And big arm over, big Surigoshi. And in the end, that massive hip movement takes the Olympic bronze medalist cleanly onto his back. Wow. The Russian on great form. They've been looking for another 73-kilo fighter. I think they've found him. So a really good performance. We'll stay on this, Matt, because we have another semi-final, the other semi-final in the under 73 kilos category, and we've got Venekold of Germany up against Iyoshi Ken of Japan. Jafarov of Azerbaijan is up against Druzeta of Croatia in the other semi-final of the under 81 kilograms. So just a few matches left of this first round, this morning session, should I say. Left against right, Iyoshi of Japan, left-handed. Looking for the Uchimata there, trying to set up the line. Look how deep he went there. Well, trying to set him up all the time for the big Uchimata. You've got to be careful of the Sakeishi, the side step, and Venekold kind of waiting for it. But you can't just wait all the time. He'll get a penalty, I think. Iyoshi gets the penalty for not attacking first. Uchimata! It's all over. Well, he connected with it in the end, and what an Uchimata that was. Had to get the right way, the right movement in. This time he decides to go really, really deep. Last time I saw that, it was Ono that did the very, very deep, almost Hanagoshi way in. And that was beautifully taken there. Straight the way over the top. Uchimata. Or was it Hanagoshi? Hanagoshi, I think we can call that. Brilliant stuff. Right, so that's all finished there. Let's go over to the semi-final that's in play at the moment. Jafarov up against Druzeta on the under 81 kilos. Semi-final. There's another semi-final, Albarak against Gauthier. That's going to happen after on mat number 1, but Hajev and Angvari are in the repechage match first. So we stay on this one here. Jafarov is a Wazari up. 1 minute, coming up to the 1 minute mark, and look at this, Druzeta really taking the fight to him. Going for the Osoto, is that the Ouchi? Did he get it? Well, he's been given the Wazari there for the change of direction. And directly into the hold down there. Druzeta is going to go through because he just had more in the tank. Let's have a look how he sets it up here. It goes for the Osoto first of all, then look at the Ouchi. Yes, nice Ouchi, well spotted by the referee. Gets the Wazari here, and you can see there that Jafarov didn't have anything left, nothing left in the tank. It was a minute to hold on to that win. But credit to Dominik Druzeta of Croatia. He goes through to the final of the under 81 kilos category. So let's go back onto mat number 1 then. I know we're going to anyway. It should just go automatically up to mat number 1. We've got the tail end of this match here, golden score. There's a Shido apiece. I think Ungvari is in blue here of Hungary. Hadziev of Azerbaijan in white. Nice Sirtoshi there from Ungvari. Well, Ungvari goes onto the arm here. Can he get it out? Mate called. Don't quite know why the mate was called at that particular time. Looked to me as if he was hooked in. The winner of this will fight for 3rd place. Any score here will secure that. Another penalty going to come here. Who's it going to go to? Ungvari gets it. Big arm over here. Now then, Hadziev. He's got to take the chance, Ungvari. Big arm over the back there from Hadziev. Massive Osoto, and that Kosoto not far off. That big arm, left arm out there from Ungvari. And now something's going to happen. Now Ungvari gets the score. I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure that it got absolute direction backwards there. He does the pick up there, Hadziev. As he picks him up there, Ungvari just falls on top of him. I don't think he directed him. Is that going to be the deciding factor? Yeah, well, he's been given the score. And it's been taken off. So what I first said was right. Got to get absolute direction. It's got to be your idea. Basically, that's the idea. And it wasn't Ungvari's idea. Now somebody's going to go here. Big Kosoto. Did he get the landing? Well, it had its back to us. The actual landing went away from us. That Kosoto was so close. Ungvari, I think, might have had an arm out, and no score given. Good match, though. Oh, it's all over. Makikomi, and Ungvari goes right the way over the top. Hadziev then, with that Makikomi there, takes Ungvari over. He was changing from one flank to the other there, wasn't he, Hadziev? Big arm over the back again, but this time Haro Makikomi takes it to a bronze medal fight. Hadziev did so well. One more fight left in the preliminary rounds then, and Vedat Albayrak of Turkey is in the semi-final here against Gautier Drapian. So Gautier Drapu, first major semi-final for him. 23 years of age, Gautier. So a real step up for him in a major Grand Slam semi-final. But Albayrak has been there many, many times. First place in Antalya and European champion. And now looking for the tie-up there in Newaza. He's got to be a little bit careful that he doesn't let him come out with that knee under control. So Albayrak very close there, but he felt the danger, I think, there. Just felt a little bit exposed. Shido apiece. Gautier looking for the front leg. He'll have to make it strong if he goes across. Well, they've got the sleeves, now they've got to go on it somehow. They're both fighting hard for the grips. They can feel the dangerous situation. But Albayrak is dangerous all the time, and he can throw from different angles. He can counter as well. That's a definite Shido there. The second one will go up to Gautier. Just dropped on his hands and knees. Arm over. Oh, almost got countered. Albayrak there, committed then. Big arm over the back. As soon as he sent it over there, Gautier was looking for the Uranagi. Two Shidos apiece, one more, and the other one will win by default. Now, oof, close. Well, it's good that Canada have another 81-kilo fighter. Balwa 48, they've been relying on him for a long time. Little go at the Sodiguruma Jimmy there. Albayrak. contact off the grip, and that was, he's looking for the score there. There's no way that was two ways, that two different actions. So if it stops momentarily, then you put them onto their back with the tip. It's classed as newaza. If it's all part of one movement, and especially if the elbows haven't grounded, then it can be one, then it can definitely be a score. The elbows are the thing to look out for, just to see if they get grounded both together. And that normally means then it's newaza situation. Guti fighting well here. And looking for the ashiwaza. Nice judo. That's it. It's Ippon, and it's all over. Albarak does it in the end. Always can pull something out of nothing, Albarak. Just was waiting for that one mistake. So they hook up again. Massive hips, but this time changes it to Kosoto. Great combination. Big hips come across. Look at the reaction he gets there. He's looking for the Uranagi again, but this time he decides to go to the outside of the leg there for the Kosoto. And that was a really nice combination. So it's all over preliminary rounds on day 2. And that was, well, a fantastic way to finish, wasn't it? A massive Ippon. With a big Kosoto there in the under 81 kilos, second semi-final. We are in line for a really great final block. All medal matches a little bit later on. Let's just have a little look at the way it all looks for the medal matches. Under 73 kilos category, and just bear with me. Hyderov will be fighting against Van Colt of Germany, and Hyderov, of course, he's in it to show that he is the number one. Orazhov went out early, so that was a massive surprise. He is the world number one, and well, world number 2 now, but he was world number 1 for quite a long time. Kazilev is up against Sendashur, so the Russian up against the Olympic bronze medalist. That's just for bronze. And surprise finalist then, under 73, Medbekov of Russia, and he's up against Yoshi of Japan. Yoshi Ken, sorry, of Japan, and so it should be a great final block. Under 81 kilos category, let's just have a quick look at that. Gotanoaga Moldavia is up against Gautier Drapu of Canada. Hygiev of Azerbaijan, it's all Azerbaijan, is up against Jafarov, so a guaranteed medal there in the under 81 kilos bronze medal match for Azerbaijan. And we have Druzeta, Dominic Druzeta of Croatia, up against Vadet Albarak of Turkey, and that should be a really good matchup. Under 63 kilos category, we've, well, a few surprises there. We have Barrios of Venezuela up against Haka of Australia. Haka is there yet again with a great performance, and she's going to just lost out in that semi-final against the British fighter, but she will be fighting for third. Morales of Brazil up against Harikawa of Japan. That's the other bronze medal match. And the final is going to be Bold Gan Haik of Mongolia, and she's going to be up against Lucy Renshall of Great Britain. Great Britain going for gold. They guaranteed a silver there, so 2 finalists from Great Britain, but Lucy Renshall will be going for gold against the very experienced Bold of Mongolia. It's going to be great. We're going to be back at 5 o'clock local time here, and it's going to be 1 o'clock British time, 2 o'clock in Europe, and so from us here in Baku, for the time being, we're going to go and get a spot of lunch. It's goodbye for now, and I'll see you later.